Hello my dear friends, you're on the Military Summary channel, and in this short video we're going to discuss the massive missile attack that took place during the previous night and the progress in Bakhmut according to Prigozhin, the head of Wagner's. The Ukrainian sources saying that during the previous night Kiev has been subjected to the most massive missile attack since the beginning of the special military operation. The Ukrainian sources are saying that they managed to shut down during the previous night every single rocket, every single missile, every single drone that were heading in direction of Ukraine and so on, and were flying above the territory of Ukraine. To be more precise, the head of Ukraine Army Zelensky reported that during the previous night they managed to shut down 6 Daggers missiles, 6 hypersonic missiles, 9 calibers, 3 Iskanders and 9 drones. Furthermore, the Ukrainian sources published the video of work of air defense system Patriot. Currently on this video you can see how this system launches their missiles trying to shut down the Russians' rockets and missiles that were heading in direction of Kiev. For now it's very difficult to determine whether the piece of information from the Ukrainian side that they managed to shut down every single rocket is true, but I believe that in the upcoming report of Ministry of Defense of Russian Federation we're going to receive more updates about the situation. But some Russian sources are saying that as a result of missile attack during the previous night they managed to destroy 1 Patriot system. Furthermore, from different parts of Kiev, people send a lot of video confirmation of the air defense work of Ukrainian forces. There was a lot of missiles that were sent, that were launched by the Ukrainians and so on. As you can see, another video showing like a missile air defense system work. Probably this is another Patriot, very difficult to understand. The Russians are saying that during the previous night there were at least 35 explosions in Kiev. But for now, one more time, it's very difficult to understand who's lying and who's saying the truth. Now let's move to Bakhmut because we have a lot of interesting updates from this town. Further, as you can see, according to this map, we can say that this is the progress of Wagner's on the evening of the let's say 15th of May of the local time. Wagner's, according to the information we had like 12 hours ago, entered the construction fortification, and they were doing some clearing operation, and also Wagner's entered or have almost completed the clearing of the nest fortification and so on. But today Prigozhin, the head of Wagner's, published a video where he was saying about the progress of Wagner's inside the western part of Bakhmut and Citadel, and according to his words, most of the Ukrainians currently, as I understand, got an order to step back, and currently the Ukrainians are trying to keep their position just in one place, and currently the Ukrainians are in the Domino fortification. They're moving their forces there. I believe that Ukrainian forces currently expect to start the evacuation process. Another part of Ukrainians currently are stepping back in direction of Khromovo, so probably this is another fortification, not the fortification, this another evacuation zone of the Ukrainians, and I believe that within the next 24 hours the Ukrainians will take a decision to start retreat process from this area in direction of Chasov Yar and in direction of Ivanovsk, because for now they still have such possibilities, and a little bit later, in a few hours, probably days and minutes, they won't be able to have this possibility at all. The Wagners are saying that they got or reached the, let's say, the Yubileyny Street, and they have completed the clearing of, let's say, the constructor fortification. Let's add this. So this area is under Russian complete control, and let's say this area as well is under Russian complete control. Furthermore, very interesting piece of information we received from Wagner from the south. Also, he told us that Ukrainians still control some part of Bakhmut in the south area, in this area. So this small triangle, this small square is also under Ukrainian control, and he's also saying that he told us that the Ukrainians are trying to push and trying to develop this bridgehead in this area with one purpose, probably maybe to secure and to create the safe road for the Ukrainians in the Domino fortification for secured evacuation and to reduce the losses of the Ukrainians during this process. But we'll see. We'll see whether I'm able to do this or not. It's very interesting because something tells me that if the Russians have already got the outskirts of the Domino fortification, that means that probably very soon the entire Bakhmut is going to fall, and then the Russians will establish their position there. They will gonna have some, let's say, a few weeks of operational pause, and then they will continue movement in direction of the channel between Chasov Yar and Bakhmut. One more time, I would like to remind you about Zelensky. If you remember, this week was the week of the Zelensky trip. If you remember, during the previous 7 days, he visited Italy, then he moved to Germany, then he moved to France. The final point of destination was London, UK. These days he returned back to Ukraine, and as we know today, during the previous 24 hours, the president of France, Macron, and the France promised Kiev to give them also long-range missiles, as the United Kingdom did. So we expect like another massive support of Ukraine with the missiles, and of course this is another step of escalation of the special military operation in the war in Ukraine. And we can say we understand that probably no matter the results of upcoming greatest counteroffensive operation from the Ukrainian side, they will still continue, and we are going to see more and more clashes and fierce fightings on the territory of Ukraine. And that's it for today. Military Summer channel reminds to condemn all violence in Ukraine. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, put your likes, join my Patreon, and have a good day. Bye bye.